Hey, everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and with me, as always, is Scribe. Say hi, Scribe.
Hi,
Hi,
Scribe.
And the
I'll just be
lovely
over
interrupting
here.
SDA is with us as well. Say hello. Somebody
Hi.
say hello.
It was Scribe's turn. I say hi, Scribe, and then he's like, hello.
No, see,
You're
I
not doing the swapsies correctly.
have manners.
No, it's not about manners. It's about we're supposed to confuse them.
It's about professionalism. Me has it.
You quack when you get on stream.
I quack off of stream. It is a rare day when I quack on stream.
You quack.
Yes, I do. Off stream.
I'm just enjoying this. I'm going to sit here and listen.
I think SDA needs to be deplatformed right now.
No, I just wanted to have some fun and swap and confuse people, but no.
Hey, I don't want to. I don't.
Your serious pants, even though you quack.
I don't swap. Okay, I don't go to any key parties. None of that shit. Okay,
Guys,
I got
guys,
my own.
guys.
Yes.
Guys.
Yes,
I'm doing my Reuben. Anyway, welcome to the stream that almost wasn't. I forgot it was my night. Thank you for reminding me. Do we have anything before? Yeah, actually, I have something before. Do you guys have anything before the news?
No, I don't.
Not that I know of.
I just want to address one thing real quick. We'll get into it more at YouTube time, but anybody that's hating on Real right now, if you have a genuine problem with him, that's fine. But don't make it about anything I said. He owned up and apologized, and that's not easy to do when you make a mistake, to publicly apologize, and he does deserve credit for that.
Yep.
So if you have a problem with him, it's your problem. Make sure that that's how you're expressing it, because he owned up to what he said, and good for him for doing so.
Did you get points super chat?
I did not.
Point Curation did a super chat way up at the top.
Oh, there it
and
is.
It's a YouTube video that I haven't clicked on because
Yeah,
I'm scared.
It's a music video of odd proportions. It reminds me of Zlod and Electronic Supersonic, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. But
well, thank you so much for the donation, Cryptic, and I will throw that chat or that back in the stream so it sits up there a little longer after the super chat slides past.
It was Point Curation, not Cryptic.
Point. Oh my God.
It's okay. I got you. See, Monkey
Thank you.
appreciates me. Scribe.
You know, I think Monkey.
Thank you, Point Curation.
I think Monkey has leaped into someone else's body to put right what once went wrong, and his mind is Swiss cheese now.
I can't tell the difference from reality.
Is there a Cryptic? I've been told that if I can summon Cryptic.
Summon Cryptic? Is there?
No,
You
you
have to
summon
sacrifice.
Cryptic by asking for Cryptic. I can do it,
Oh.
not you. It's a me thing, not a you
You
thing.
have to like sacrifice a chicken or something.
No, I just have to say it. I just have that
Oh.
much power.
Ooh.
Thank you for shuddering.
I'm going to need lots of donations, because when she puts me in a home, I want it to be a nice home.
Yes.
Well,
we'll just put you inside of a refrigerator box and say, "Monkey, look, it's a nice home." Ah!
yeah, I won't know the difference.
Anyway. See, I did it. There's a Cryptic. Hi, Cryptic.
Oh
It is amazing your ability to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's amazing. Anyway. Oh yeah,
So,
Monkey
Is
Dick
it
Jim
powerful?
Jones movies. Hit that like button, and if you like our stuff or hate our stuff, please share it with everybody.
Everybody.
You
know what would be really great, guys? If you guys would print up business cards for us and pass them out on the street.
there you
Ooh,
go.
Yeah, Jordan 250, get on that.
Jesus.
He'll make
You know
the
how they have
prints.
that big painting of PewDiePie somewhere?
Mhm.
I forget where it's at, on the side of a building. Somebody should paint us on the side of a building.
Oh, especially me.
The Sears
Pat.
Tower at the
Yeah,
top.
the Sears Tower. Yeah.
Why the Sears Tower?
Now,
Because I'm closer to Chicago
you
than
know,
New York.
you know, Monkey. It's actually kind of funny you bring up, at least tangentially, the topic of graffiti, because I have a story about graffiti as the top story tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
Guys, I literally slept. Once I finally got to sleep, I slept until almost 7. So I know nothing. So let's find out what's going on in the world.
Well, first and foremost, not a whole hell of a lot happened today in the wider global world, as far as I can tell. A lot of little political functions and things, like Mike Pence making a speech and Melania Trump going to Beijing or something. So nothing.
Oh.
Yes.
Point curation. I want to make sure I'm saying point curation. Thank you so much. Someone ought to paint a turtle cave somewhere.
A big asshole on a wall. Yeah.
No, a turtle cave, you disgusting
Yeah.
human being.
Anyway, speaking of graffiti, if you recall, or maybe you don't, in late September, after racist slurs were found on the message boards of 5 black cadet candidates at the Air Force Academy Preparatory School, the school superintendent was angry. Lieutenant General J. Silveria, told cadets to line up and pull out their phones to remember his message, and he forcefully denounced racism and intolerance. If you're outraged by these words, then you're in the right place. That kind of behavior has no place at the prep school, Silveria said. The speech was posted on Air Force Academy's Facebook page and quickly went viral. The Air Force launched an internal investigation to find the culprit. But on Tuesday, Air Force Academy officials said that one of the black cadet candidates actually wrote the racist messages.
No.
Quote, we can confirm that one of the cadet candidates who was allegedly targeted by racist remarks written outside of their dorm room was actually responsible for the act, the Academy said.
You don't say.
The individual admitted responsibility, and this was validated by the investigation. The vandalism was written in black marker and said, go home with the N-word, according to CNN. Lieutenant Colonel Alan Heritage, Director of Public Affairs with the Academy, said that the cadet responsible admitted his guilt when confronted. The individual has, quote, received administrative punishment and is no longer at the preparatory school. The other 4 students that were the target of the vandalism are still at the prep school, which is on the same campus in Colorado Springs, Colorado, as the Air Force Academy. And there you go.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because this happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And goddamn, we're gonna get into pissing me off right away. There's enough problems with race issues in our country without people fucking making them up and making them worse, because this is the kind of shit people point to.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll keep pointing to them because these stories keep popping up, and nobody ever comes out and goes, oh, by the way, remember when I pointed to that story? I was wrong. It was some jackass doing that. It was actually one of the people involved.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cryptic.
Thank you, Cryptic. I've been summoned by a force that is beyond the control of space and time named SDA.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now, I'm wondering how many students that were not the targets got interrogated, shaken down, or otherwise in the course of this investigation unfairly. I wonder how much suspicion was brewed amongst people who had nothing to do with it on the basis of the fact of their skin color over the course of this investigation.
I mean, the thing is, when there's an investigation, if somebody's just asking other people questions, then I get it, that's fine. You can ask people questions, but I don't know.
No, I'm not talking about the school. I'm talking about the way that kids' minds work. I mean, we're talking basically high school here, so that's the kind of thing that I'm curious about. Not that we'll ever know, really, but it's just like you start.
Be surprised if a bunch of white kids got a bunch of backlash for it.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah. But anyway, so that happened.
But before we move on from that,
yeah,
I wonder how much distrust this sowed.
Oh God. Can't imagine.
This is a military preparatory school, correct?
Yep.
In the military, you have to trust the person beside you. Mm-hmm. You have to. I mean, it is literally life or death. And whoever did that, fuck them very, very hard. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
I just have to say something real quick. Mashisu just said in the chat, type 1 if you think the next time Blair debates RPB, it should be in a steel cage match. You know, it's funny that you say that. I won't tell you why it's funny that you say that, but we'll get there by YouTube time.
Cool.
Okay, otherwise, the big stories today were more sexual harassment allegations.
Yay! Oh, God, who now?
All right. Well, first off, we have an oldie but a goodie, and it's oldie as of 2 weeks now. Kevin Spacey, once again, has a new allegation leveled at him, and not an old one, something from last year.
Ooh.
A former TV anchor says Spacey sexually assaulted her son. A former TV news anchor said Wednesday that Kevin Spacey sexually assaulted her teenage son at a Nantucket restaurant, and that police are investigating. Heather Unruh, or Unruh, I don't know how to say that, told reporters her son, who was 18 at the time, was starstruck when he met the House of Cards actor at the Club Car restaurant in July 2016. Unruh said Spacey bought her son drink after drink. He was 18, okay, and then stuck his hand down the teen's pants and grabbed his genitals. Unruh said her son panicked and was unable to remove Spacey's hand from his pants. Spacey ultimately left to use the bathroom, and when he was out of sight, the teen ran away at the urging of a nearby woman who could tell he was shaken. The reporter's son ran back to his grandmother's house, woke up his sister, and called his mother, who joined them in Nantucket the next day. Unruh said her son didn't report the assault at the time because he was embarrassed. Her family decided to come forward now because the climate has changed after others have gone public with allegations of sexual misconduct against Spacey and other celebrities. So
yeah, if somebody touches my child, that shit's going public because they'll be dead.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, whether it's 20 years ago or last week, I don't understand. Especially if you got like family and parents involved, it's like you go to the police, you report this. It's difficult to come in after the fact. I mean, it may be absolutely true, and there may be witnesses and the whole 9 yards. And if it's so, great, go, prosecute, investigate, all that fun stuff. But if you wait to say something, it starts ebbing away at the credibility of it.
I mean, I understand why people don't go to the cops. I do. They're just.
And that's fine, but like I said, if it's my child involved, he'd at least be explaining to the press why he was beaten black and blue.
Yeah.
There would be a paper trail on that motherfucker, I guarantee it.
And the other big assault scandal allegation today was Charlie Sheen denies Corey Haim sexual assault allegation. The former
Charlie Sheen, I believe, I'm just like, yeah, probably.
The former 2.5 Men star worked with Haim in the 1986 film Lucas. Charlie Sheen on Wednesday responded to a report that he allegedly sexually assaulted Corey Haim when the late actor was 13 years old and Sheen was 19. Quote, Charlie Sheen categorically denies these allegations, a Sheen rep told The Hollywood Reporter. Haim's longtime friend, actor Dominic Brassia, told the National Enquirer that Sheen sexually assaulted Haim during the film's production. Haim's name has been in the news recently after his mother pushed back on stories from Corey Feldman about the late actor being abused by a Hollywood pedophile ring, which Feldman claims he also fell victim to. The two Coreys were close friends who worked together on a number of 80s films. That's kind of a short version of the story. So supposedly, and again, this is reading other sites and things, Sheen sort of talked Haim into doing it. Like Haim was like 14 years old or 13 or whatever. And then afterwards, according to one version anyway, Sheen then kind of gave him the cold shoulder after it was over with, and Haim wanted to make out some more, I guess. But he was 13. It was weird. I don't quite know how that dynamic works, but that's supposedly part of the story.
Where did the story come from?
Well, it was from Haim's friend Dominic Brassia, who told the National Enquirer.
Can I address something real quick in chat?
Sure.
Festering wound. Get the super chat first. Sorry.
Did I miss one earlier?
No, it just popped up. It just popped up.
No, I thought I missed another one. Thank you, David Chan Ho. SDA, please say, no, I won't do it.
No, I won't do it. Okay, anyway. Festering wound said SDA, that's why women shouldn't have the dull kids. You feel sorry for the abuser. No, that is not what I said. And that is not why I understand why people don't go to the cops. It's not because I feel sorry for the abuser. If you sexually abuse somebody, if you abuse somebody in any way, you're a terrible fucking human being. You don't deserve to be treated like the rest of polite society. The reason why I get it is for the sake of the privacy of the victim, because I understand how going public with something like that can affect somebody who has been legitimately sexually abused. So when people don't want to go to the cops, I get it. That's all. Sorry. All right, moving on.
No, you're fine. I have no problem with you addressing that. So this came from one of Haim's friends, right?
Right, and there's been rumors for decades that stuff went on between. I mean, especially coming from Corey Feldman, who has intimated about these things, and of course, only just recently named one of his purported abusers.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'd heard Feldman, but last I knew, he'd only named one person. So I was shocked to hear Charlie Sheen's name actually attached. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, well, this is. I mean, the rumors about Corey Haim's suicide and what might have contributed to that might have been stuff like this. Has always been part of the rumor mill. Whether or not it's true, who knows? It's an allegation from a secondhand source to the National Enquirer of all places. So. Who knows? It's just the next thing. I mean, it's really hard to tell at this point what is legit or what is just part of some witch hunt. It's can't tell without some evidence. It's just tough.
You know what I do find sad about the state of our press right now?
What's that?
The National Enquirer actually uses their source. That actually mentions names.
Yeah. CNN's always like, sources familiar with the situation.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I get protecting your sources, but at the same time, it's like, if there was a sale at the mall today, anonymous sources say. It's like, you can't name any of them. Like,
they would name an anonymous source to tell us the sky was blue.
Yeah, they would be like, anonymous sources have confirmed that the sky is indeed blue.
You just went Sandman.
Let's see. Aside from all that, there's not. I mean, I'll check, but there's not a whole lot going on. I was just going to jump into MSS if there wasn't anything else that anybody knew about.
Nothing I know.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
I've been pretty out of it.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. There was one other thing. Hold on. This was the other big thing, and they of course CNN has already downplayed it for some reason, which surprises me. You're going to play a video, aren't you? Get it over with. Just play the stupid video. Okay, thank you. AT&T takeover of Time Warner hits snag with Department of Justice as dispute goes public. AT&T's acquisition of Time Warner has hit a serious snag. Negotiations between the companies and the Department of Justice have turned so contentious that now both sides are arguing publicly over what the dispute is even about. Both sides agreed that there was a pivotal meeting on Monday between AT&T CEO Randall Stephenson and DOJ's antitrust chief Makan Dalrahim. The two men discussed divestitures that might satisfy the government's concerns. Sources on both sides disagree about who brought up what. Some sources say, we were just talking about this, some sources say that AT&T floated the possibility of selling CNN or other assets. Other sources say the DOJ indicated that a divestiture of CNN would not be sufficient to make sure the deal doesn't hurt consumers. Drastic options were discussed, like the sale of the entire Turner division, which includes CNN, TNT, TBS, and other channels. Another option, selling DirecTV, the satellite broadcaster that AT&T bought 2 years ago. But AT&T is said to be reluctant to sell assets, especially Turner, which represents a significant portion of Time Warner's profits. When several news outlets reported on Wednesday that the Justice Department had demanded the sale of CNN, a source within the agency denied that, saying, quote, the parties offered to divest CNN and the DOJ antitrust division flatly rejected it. Shortly after the DOJ put out that message, AT&T CEO Randall Stephenson sent out his statement disputing it. Quote, until now, we've never commented on our discussions with the DOJ, but given DOJ's statement this afternoon, it's important to set the record straight. Throughout this process, I have never offered to sell CNN and have no intention of doing so. Some sources suggested, Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing. I understand why, like, the importance of protecting your sources. I get it. But really, does everything have to be some sources say? I mean, I get it when it's like a crazy murder trial or something, or like some crazy political bullshit, but this is just, maybe a company will buy it, maybe it won't. All right, bye.
Well, the crux here, at least the rumor is that the DOJ is putting pressure, at least, again, this is all the allegations that I've heard, that the DOJ is secretly putting pressure on AT&T to do something screwy with CNN in retaliation from Trump for CNN's coverage of him. That's the underlying conspiracy theory here, is that the DOJ is making a mess about this just to screw up CNN, or CNN's parent company, essentially, for the coverage of him.
Yeah, but we can't get a source name so that we can at least maybe verify it independently?
Nope.
No, of course not. Real quick, thank you, Sweeper Steven. I'm going to read this the way I think you meant it, and if you meant it the way you said, let me know, and I will read it the way it is written. Why don't orphans play baseball? Because they don't know where home is.
Oh.
Unless you meant basketball.
Yeah, you can be basketball.
Baseball has home, I think, and bases and shit. Yeah, so anyway, that was all the super news that I know of.
Real quick, I want to address two things. One, somebody's been asking in the chat, who was it? Scott McGinnis, if you could post the article about Sheen to chat.
Oh, honestly, just Google Charlie Sheen and news, and you'll find 12 different reports on it. But I'll post the link to the one that I have. It's not the most extensive coverage of the supposed incidents, but that I've seen today. But it's the one that came up.
Excuse me. And Schoolboy says, so until proven guilty, why are we talking about it like they did it? Why is listen and believe a thing when we read about it when the left flings it at us? I didn't say Charlie Sheen was guilty.
Neither did I. It's all alleged. I mean,
as far as Kevin Spacey, I wouldn't trust a denial from him right now, considering he came out and admitted.
I mean,
I was too drunk. I probably did that shit. That's basically his excuse.
Yeah.
So,
oh, sorry.
Fuck him.
Yeah, like with that, and then with Harvey Weinstein, I mean, they've both pretty much been like, well, I'm going to go to counseling now. So I'm like, all right, so you're not even going to be like, no, I would never.
Well,
yeah. Why would Weinstein be going to counseling for shit he didn't do?
Right. And the other thing is that I did make a joke where I was like, I could fucking believe that Charlie Sheen did it. And you know what? I stand by it. I'm not saying he did do it, innocent until proven guilty. But if somebody was like, Charlie Sheen's a creepy motherfucker, I'd be like, yeah, probs.
Kagamendoa, thank you. Lady Monkey followed me on Twitter. It's been a good day.
Aw.
Because you didn't have to use your AK? Oh, sorry. I was going old school.
I see what you did there.
I was going old school for a second. Yeah, no, I read the story because it is a thing in the news. It is not proof of anything, and I didn't say that I say it's true. It is an allegation. That's all there is. He denies it. The guy who supposedly it happened to is dead. It's probably not going to go very far other than just gossip at this stage of the game.
Nope says, thank you, Nope. Isn't it ironic he made a movie about being a pedo?
Who?
Who? That's who in that case.
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
I would imagine Spacey.
Did he make a movie about being? I don't know.
American Beauty.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Is that the movie with like the rose petal scene?
Yes.
Or something?
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen the movie. I just know that like there are people who are like, that scene's fucking weird.
Thank you, Point Curation. There's a link there, and it says, to have the prosecutor pointing at me and screaming, he is Count Dankula. Okay, that is funny.
I know. I saw that tweet earlier, and that actually like got a real laugh out of me. I was like, that's funny. Lord.
I haven't had time to watch much of anything since I woke up, guys. So if there is stuff I missed, throw me a link, and I'll have to watch Dankula's.
Apparently, I'm very mysterious. I don't know what prompted everybody to say that I'm mysterious. I'm not that mysterious, right, Monkey?
You're pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah. You're uncomplicated.
Did Dankula's court case happen then?
Yeah.
Yes, they don't
the
have the
first
results yet. That's tomorrow.
Fuck. Okay.
The suspense
Yeah, I know,
shall
right?
kill us.
I just can't believe he's facing a year for that shit. God damn.
Yeah.
No annoying your girlfriends in Scotland.
Oh God. What the hell? I had a thought.
I'm just trying to
Never
imagine
mind.
a prosecutor yelling at somebody. You're Count Dankula. You're Count Dankula. Yelling
He's
at like,
Count Dankula.
yeah, like she's just some dumb American, and it's like,
Like some cheesy courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Scribbles, MSS News then?
Sure. I've got our senior staff reporter Jack Cochran has sent us several interesting bits. One of which I was going to bring up later, but I guess I can bring up now.
The Jack motherfucking Cochran.
Yeah, that's upcoming. Don't worry.
Is that a Samuel L. Jackson reference? Am I getting that correct? Or is that just a joke?
It's just more of a blaxploitation kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Samuel L. Jackson did not make motherfucker a thing. Go back and watch some good old 70s black movies.
Okay.
Anyway.
So let's see. This one comes from IO9, which is the sort of sci-fi blog in the same family as The Root and Splinter and Jezebel, etc. Chadwick Boseman chose his Black Panther accent for the Marvel movie to make a point about white supremacy.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I saw this earlier today, and I wasn't quite sure what the explanation was. But so we start with the author of the article. Is this one of somebody we know? No. Okay. The whole point of Wakanda is that it is a truly isolated nation, isolated by its people's own choosing, turning itself into a technological utopia away from the influence of people beyond its borders. That isolation became crucial to Chadwick Boseman's portrayal of Black Panther because he wanted the hero to speak, quote, without colonialism tainting it, unquote.
Then why is he speaking English?
Speaking to CNET about Wakanda's identity and evolution, Boseman had a frank reaction to being asked about the accent he developed while playing T'Challa in both Captain America Civil War and Black Panther. Why doesn't a European-educated man like T'Challa speak with a European accent? A European accent. Tell me, what is a European accent?
I guess just vaguely like.
I mean, yeah.
Real
For
quick,
Boseman, it came down to a simple.
Sorry, let me get the super chat real fast. I'm sorry. Thank you, Peter. No comment, just have some money. That's 20 US. Thank you so much.
Oh, real quick, Peter. I sent you chapter 1 and 2, by the way, in case you didn't check your email, because you asked me to this morning.
Okay, so he's using a African dialect while speaking English because of white privilege. Carry on.
Yeah, so his for Boseman, it came down to a simple fact. T'Challa speaks like a Wakandan because Wakanda evolved and thrived without the taint of colonialism that ravaged the African continent. And here's the quote from the actor. Quote, people think about how race has affected the world. It's not just in the States. Colonialism is the cousin of slavery. Colonialism in Africa would have it that in order to be a ruler, his education comes from Europe. I wanted to be completely sure that we didn't convey that idea because that would be counter to everything that Wakanda is about. It's supposed to be the most technologically advanced nation on the planet. If it's supposed to not have been conquered, which means that advancement has happened without colonialism tainting it, poisoning the well of it, without stopping it or disrupting it, then there's no way he would speak with a European accent.
Then why the fuck is he speaking English?
If I did that, I would be conveying a white supremacist idea of what being educated is and what being royal or presidential is.
Is he really fucking saying this? Like, this is the actor? Are you?
Can I have a link to this, please?
Yeah. Let me finish. Please just
Spunky
let me finish. Please just let me finish. Please,
muting
guys.
myself right now.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I just want to say that Monkey really deserved that Grammy. Continue.
Can I finish, please?
Yeah, I just said I'm gonna let you finish.
He's the ruler of a nation, and if he's the ruler of a nation, he has to speak to his people. He has to galvanize his people, and there's no way I could speak to my people who have never been conquered by Europeans with a European voice. That's it.
All right, Mr. Cranky Pants.
Thank you, Point Curation. The actor kind of sounds like a white supremacist. You think? Except, you know, it's okay because he's black and talking about being black. Can you, oh my God. You're speaking fucking English. Are you kidding me? My people were
I still want to know what a European accent sounds like.
Well, Minding Freedom said, Tailed has an accent. I have an accent. Obviously, we speak the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Actually, Minding, you know, you don't really have much of an accent.
Yeah, he suppresses his German quite well.
You sound kind of American.
Some kind of American. There's his
well,
new
American
YouTube name.
Oh, sorry. Well, American accents are the most neutral way to speak English. That's why people sound American when they sing.
Let's see. Is there something funny going on?
This article has pissed me off. That is fucking retarded.
Let's see. Well, how about something else that's kind of stupid? This also comes from The Root, but it might as well be something from like the Florida newspaper or something. Also from Jack Cochran. 325-pound Florida woman who allegedly sat on 9-year-old cousin indicted on first-degree murder charges.
What the ever-loving fuck?
A Florida woman will face first-degree felony murder charges in the death of her young cousin, whom she allegedly sat on as punishment for misbehaving. According to the Pensacola News-Journal, a grand jury Tuesday morning indicted 64-year-old Veronica Green Posey on murder charges in the death of 9-year-old Derica Lindsay. Last month, Derica was apparently acting out toward her adoptive parents, Grace and James Smith, according to a search warrant affidavit. The affidavit indicates that several witnesses claim that Derica had a hammer and a knife. Posey told investigators that she sat on Derica to punish her for, quote, being out of control. Throughout the punishment, Derica repeatedly told Posey and the other adults present that she could not breathe. However, according to the report, Posey didn't believe the child, telling her to quit faking. When Posey finally decided to stand up, Derica was unresponsive, and the family contacted 911. However, it was too late. She could face an automatic life sentence if convicted.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Fucking fat cunt.
You should know that you're too fat to sit on a child.
She'll probably complain that she has to pay for 2 prison cells.
Actually, you have to pay for 2 prison cells, but... well, I mean, she did sit on a child to kill it. I think, hey, I'm not usually for capital punishment, but...
let's see. Oh, this is a thing that exists? Okay, this comes from Boatman99. Am I over 18? Asks the Motherboard blog. Yes, I'm over 18. Thank you.
Porn.
We are in the future. You know why we're in the future? Because this headline exists. Hackers can easily hijack this dildo camera and live stream the inside of your vagina or butt.
I like that they put or butt.
In parentheses, mind you, in parentheses. If you're using an internet-connected vibrator equipped with a camera that allows you to stream your pleasure right to the internet, your intended viewers might not be the only ones watching. Hackers from the UK-based security firm Pen Test Partners have found that it's trivially easy to hack into a Swacom Sime I, a $249 Internet of Things dildo that has a small camera on its tip, allowing users to stream a video to anyone of their choosing over the internet. However, if you're in Wi-Fi range of the dildo and can guess the password, which by default is 8 8s, it's the number 8 times, you can watch the video stream. With a bit more hacking, you can take control of the firmware and then connect to it remotely as well. What's worse, you'd never know about it, said the researcher who investigated the security of the device, who asked to be referred to only as beau de jour. Oh, and then they have a little video of the cervix somebody posted that
Ew.
I'm
Real quick, I
done.
don't understand why you'd want to see the inside of a
Well, I was
vagina
just
like that.
thinking that too. Like, who the
Fetish.
fuck wants to stream that part?
You got a super chat.
Thank you, Miss Slim One. Put the bitch on a diet. My taxes are not paying her to get 2 prison cells.
Yeah.
P.S. I got my friend into right and left cheek. You're doing God's work. That's all I'm saying. Seriously, I know they sell like they're not glasses, like see-through plastic that you can. It looks like a hollowed out dildo you can put up in a vagina so you can see what all's going on. I don't care what the inside looks like. The outside is attractive to me. I want to feel the inside, not see it.
Well, I guess it depends like what kind of fetishes you have or what people are willing to pay a cam girl to see, I guess. I don't know.
Faith, it's not exactly a speculum. It's kind of
yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a clear plastic speculum, so you don't have to do the little duck lip thing. It wouldn't. I mean, couldn't you just go like look at a slab of meat? It's just.
I don't know.
I'm okay. I just ate, guys. Said Jacob Jeff. That's your fault.
Yeah. Why listen to us after you eat? Don't you know what we talk about?
Hell, we don't even know what we talk about. That's the problem.
I don't know.
You
We don't know what we're doing until here. Let's see. This one also comes from Jack Cochran. I don't know what this means. The List. I don't know what the list is. Scream Helplessly at the Sky event happening in 25 cities on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
I hadn't heard this. Reminder. Unhinged libs are still planning to express their impotent rage at the results of the 2016 election with Scream Helplessly at the Sky gatherings in over 24 cities on Wednesday. In most locations, anguished snowflakes will start screeching during the early evening hours. Here's a list of the 26 Scream Helplessly at the Sky events. There's Chicago and Texas, New York, another one in Texas, Maryland, Illinois, Pennsylvania, New York, Colorado, Utah.
Yeah.
It goes on. It
Liberal
goes on.
cities.
They don't have the results of this. They just have the list. So I guess maybe we'll see videos of this sooner, if not later. I'm wondering if Gutenberg's attending the Philadelphia one.
Thank you, Sweeper Steven. Sorry about the last one. Damn autocorrect. Did you hear
Audio
about the celebrity?
Audio
the celebrity
correct.
Murderer. Did you hear about the celebrity murderer? He was shooting for the stars. Well played. Yeah, I was really hoping to see lots of video of this. Do you guys remember the chick who screamed at the election last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what this is, in relation to. And I'm surprised I hadn't seen anything yet. But then again, I haven't looked at anything online, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Fucking medicine. Thank you, Eric. That cervix vid is on YouTube. Cervix vid is on YouTube and effing monetized. Of course it is.
Well, it's not technically porn, I guess.
It's the inside of a vagina. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, but like you could say that it's for medical purposes.
Educational purposes. Yeah.
That's what I look at.
I mean, I'm not saying, but like
Right.
there's that like you for whatever reason need to medically know what the.
Then you need to take the autopsy segments from Faces of Death, put them on YouTube, and monetize that because those are for educational purposes.
Guys, if you want to see what the inside of one looks like, just grab a flashlight.
Why are you so fucking
Hang on.
cranky tonight?
Pull the lips
I'm
apart.
Jesus.
Put your mouth up to it and blow, and it'll pop
Oh my
up
God,
enough
don't-
that you can look.
Do not do that. Don't blow air up somebody's snatch.
Hey, you don't know. Oh my goodness, math. Nope. Thank you. 325 pounds divided by 50 pounds equals 6.5. 6.5 times 325 pounds equals 2,100 pounds. Make a buffalo sit on this bitch for an hour. If she lives, she can have life in prison. Well done. Now that's math I can love.
I was told there'd be no math. How many more of these?
I
you
like
do?
math.
Monkey.
A couple more. Real quick. Bortmir Bear says, I'm medically beating my meat for educational purposes. That's All American.
I remember that video of like the parents showing their children what a dildo was or how to put on a condom or whatever, and those were monetized.
They've done both. Thank you, Alpha Omega.
That's because when it's... Oh, sorry.
Oh, there's no comment, just a donation. Thank you so much.
That's because when it's like educational stuff like that, like if it's a video literally explaining how to use a condom, argue that it's graphic, but because it's not pornography.
Those ones about masturbation, there was nothing educational about it. That was just creepy people talking to their kids about how dildos work. Thank you, Robert Lang. I enjoy that comment there. So it could be worse. The dildo could have a built-in mic.
Oh.
There you go. There's your porn for the night, guys.
Yay.
You guys are disgusting.
Yes, we are, and that's why you love us. Don't pretend you don't.
Let's see. This one's... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just reading chat as we're doing.
This one's kind of funny. This comes from Eric the Driver. Quote, "You said we were going to Winnipeg. Calgary boys upset over trip to Disney World." Tourism Winnipeg is using a home video to market the city as more magical than the Magic Kingdom. Okay. The 40-second clip from 2013 stars Jonathan and Ethan Byers from Calgary, who were 8 and 6 years old at the time. Their parents, Ian and Chantal, had previously told the boys that they were traveling to Winnipeg for a vacation. Quote, "They were pretty excited about the idea because they have cousins in Winnipeg they are really close to. However, his sons proceeded to have a minor meltdown when their parents admitted they were actually leaving that morning to hang out with Mickey Mouse. 'You said we were going to Winnipeg,' yells the older sibling. 'You're such a liar,' he screams as he storms off to his bedroom." I'll put the link in the chat because I'm sure that the video does it justice more than my recitation of it, so that's cute.
You know, that is a problem when you're trying to surprise kids, and it's something I always worried about with my own children, is that it breaks the trust you have with them. And I get it. I mean, I would probably laugh at a child who was upset because we weren't going to fucking Winnipeg. We were going to Disney World instead, but fuck off.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, though. I think maybe if you want to surprise a kid, just be like, all right, we're going somewhere, and then show up at Disney World. So then they're not like, aw.
Instead of getting their hopes up for something real, like Winnipeg, I suppose that's real. It's Canadian, but just tell them, yeah, we're going on a surprise trip. It's hard being a parent.
Yeah, I think that's why like people had such an issue with the Daddy of Five stuff. Like, you don't prank your kids because you want your kids to be able to trust you and come to you for help. And if you're the asshole who makes their life a living hell, and who you know,
well, yeah, that and he was abusive.
Well, yeah.
No, it is really hard. I remember from my 9th birthday was a surprise party for me. And we were not a very rich family. So my mom told me that we weren't having a party. I would get a present and a cake, but we just couldn't afford the rest. And I was bummed. And then my birthday comes around. And nobody acknowledged my birthday all day. And I was fucking devastated. Where my dad worked, it wasn't too far away. So often we would go and walk home with him. So I went and walked home with him that day. And instead of going in the house, as soon as we got to the house, I turned around and I jumped on my bike and I took off. And they couldn't find me for like 2 hours. I was so pissed off. Meanwhile, for 2 hours, there's people in my house waiting for me to get there so we can have a party. And that will fuck a child up. Don't do that shit to kids.
You can fuck with adults. That's fine.
Can Muslims watch a movie starring Kevin Bacon? Yes, they just can't eat it.
Wah, wah.
Let's do one more.
Okay. This one comes from Signal Boost. This Florida school is selling bulletproof panels for students' backpacks. A Miami private school is offering parents an unusual item for sale, bulletproof panels for their kids' backpacks. The Florida Christian School website has a list of items available for purchase. These include winter wear, red school logo t-shirts, and ballistic panels. George Gulla, Dean of Students and Head of School Security at Florida Christian School, told CNN the bulletproof panels would add, quote, another level of protection, unquote, to students of the pre-K through grade 12 school, quote, in the event of an active shooter. The school has never had a shooting incident. Quote, the teachers are trained to instruct the students to use their backpacks as a shield to protect themselves. Gulla told CNN in an email, the cost of the panels is $120. Gulla also said showing teachers how to use the panels is just a part of the overall safety training he gives them. Okay.
I want a bulletproof panel.
That's basically the story.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Somebody starts shooting, grab your backpack, put it in front of your face.
Yeah, that'll stop the guy for sure.
Hey, if you have but if you have a bulletproof panel, I mean, like, that could actually help if in the event that happens.
Yeah, as long as they shoot your backpack.
Yeah.
Well, put the backpack over the important parts.
How big are these backpacks?
Just like little kid backpacks.
Well, I have a pretty large backpack. That's what I'm thinking of. It could like cover pretty much like my entire torso.
Well, you're like 3 feet tall.
And
Thank you, Cryptic. What is a similarity between a frying pan and a whore? Both can make the sausage grow.
Womp womp.
That's I wasn't. I don't like that one. Try another, Cryptic.
And now it's time for YouTube time.
Oh boy.
STA, what'd you do today?
I didn't have time to make a video today, but I did do book club with Bay this morning, and Spunky was there, and you were there, and I'm sorry, and we had fun. He was being a gentleman in my chat.
If you guys have never seen it in chat, rather than like on stream or in video, it's truly a sight to behold. It's not what you would expect.
No, he's a perfect gentleman. Don't lie to the monkey.
Speaking of that, you lied during your live stream.
I did not. What are you talking about?
You did.
What?
You said you never offered me sex, which you absolutely did.
I did not. No. And you know, if you want to get technical about it, I asked for it, not offered it, because I accidentally said, give me a sex. So it wasn't offering it. I was requesting it. It's different.
You were demanding. You were demanding sex from the monkey, and you're not the first woman. Scribe, what'd you do today?
Ads. Ads and ads. And ads.
Let's do those before I go, so.
Yeah, because I know you've got drama.
Drama.
Okay. Did you get Cryptic's thing? Yeah, you did. Okay.
Did I miss one? Okay,
no,
okay.
I think you got it. Sorry. I got distracted for a second in getting my ads downloaded. Okay. So some of these were relatively challenging. I'm going to do the most challenging one first because God knows it's worth it. Sanguine.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sanguine requested, I'll read the story in a second, but basically he requested a movie trailer about a character from Welsh mythology. My biggest challenge here is going to be to try to pronounce these words. I spelled them out as phonetically as I could after analyzing the phonetics of Welsh for half an hour on the internet to try to get this as close as I can layman manage it. So here we go. This is the story of Halahu Halal Grafes, a tale of war, magic, family, and betrayal. Born of shame and cursed by his mother to never have a human wife, Halahu's father and cousin conjure forth a bride from the flowers and the trees to love him, but it is not to be. For the forest bride loves another, and thus begins a chain of events that will bring a war of sorcery and succession. See the epic tale of Welsh mythology brought to stunning life as the boy who would be king of the Gwynedd is pursued by intrigue and treachery at every turn, and nothing is what it seems to be. Sanguine Studios presents the skillful hand, fourth branch of the Mahabugwan.
Well done. Boatman in chat says, I'm Welsh. Scribe, you're better off trying to learn Klingon.
Yeah, I know. It's awful. And I only think I said that last right. Mabe Nagwan. Gian? Mabe Nagwan. I don't know. I'm doing my best. That's my best. Next we had Ranting Monkey. He wanted a blaxploitation film featuring the Jack motherfucking Cochran with a cameo by the pimp named Lowbrow, which I came up with last night. All right. In the mean streets of Miami, there's only one thing harder than 9mm steel, and that's ebony. Coming back from Vietnam to find his old neighborhood has been overtaken by crime and drugs, and his baby sister has become an addict, the Jack motherfucking Cochran is going to throw down old school style. With his man on the inside, childhood friend Lowbrow, the pimp with a heart of cold hard cash, the Jack motherfucking Cochran is going to sweep up crime with a 12-gauge broom. Ranting Monkey Studios wants you to know that black don't crack, and neither does Jack. Blackjack, justice on 110th Street.
Nice. I like that. That was really good. Alpha Omega, thank you. Thanks to all three of you for all you do. I really enjoy all your posts. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was really good. I like that.
I like that one.
I want to see that movie.
Yeah, black don't crack, and neither does Jack. I like that.
That was really good.
Okay,
that was $10 well spent.
I hope so. Let's see. So PC Robot requested 3 different ads, and I've mixed them up in here. So there's a method of that madness, but we'll get there. First one was an ad for cigarettes. Somewhere it should be the tagline, "It's never too late to start." All right. Calendar cigarettes, helping you count down the days in life. Packs of Calendar cigarettes come in 7 different flavors, one for every day of the week. So join the Calendar Club and see if you can finish off a pack every day to keep up with the crowd. So count down your days with the 7 smooth styles that make life worth cutting short. Calendar cigarettes. It's never too late to start. Okay.
I feel like we're going to get in trouble for that ad.
Maybe. Circus Zero wanted a Holy War trade expo with the pitch line, "Now you can fight for your imaginary friend in the sky." This isn't the worst ad I wrote, but it's getting up there. Coming this weekend to the State Fairgrounds, the yearly gathering of industry giants in the waging of righteous holy war. The Deus Expo. Now you can fight for your imaginary friend in the sky. Find the most cutting-edge tools you'll need for that old-time religion with a celestial showcase of punitive piousness. There'll be combat crucifixes and sacred saber rattling for the whole family. And be sure to buy your tickets as we raffle off the first prize of a brand new 2019 four-wheel drive truck of peace. The Deus Expo. We put the fun in fundamentalist.
Oh my God. 4-wheel drive truck of peace. Oh. You're killing me tonight.
Jordan 250 requested an ad about the adventures of SDA trying to take a side in the Jedi Monkey versus Darth Scribbles conflict and her pink lightsaber. In a galaxy far, far away, one woman, strong in the Force, will be pulled into an ancient conflict that will test her courage and her will to choose between darkness and light. Jedi Master Monkey has searched the galaxy to rid the Force of his oldest enemy, Darth Scrivener. But with the discovery of Force adept Essa DA, a new war will be fought over who will take her as their apprentice. Will Essa be tempted towards evil with the offer of a pink lightsaber, or will she turn to the light on meditations of cereal as soup? Find out as Jordan Arts brings you the next chapter in the Star Wars saga. Star Wars, Episode 69, The Turtle Cave of Mystery.
Can I tell you how that would end?
Sure.
SDA would def go for the pink lightsaber.
Yay! Darth Scrivener wins. Woo! Okay, and then Sweeper Steven wanted a WWE match about doxing with Blair and Battening versus No BS and Red Pill Black. And so when I said earlier that something MASH said was kind of on point, here we go. Sunday at the Thunderdome. World Wrestling Entertainment presents an all-out grudge match that will shake YouTube to its very foundations. Dox in the box. See the tag team mayhem in an 80-foot steel cage as Blair, the Beauty White, and Battening are pitted against No Bullshit and Red, the Coroner, Pill Black in an epic struggle over free speech and anonymity. With guest referee Dave Switzerland Rubin, there'll be nothing to stop this chaotic quartet from ripping each other apart. Dox in the box. Only on WWE pay-per-view.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, in the box. A few more to go. Circus Zero wanted Lords of the Night kills the DC and MCU. This was a one for a whole bunch of Easter eggs, I suppose, for comic book nerds. The Lords of the Night, Ranting Monkey, Some Dumb American, and Scribelight have come into possession of the Infinity Gauntlet and a Mother Box. And with their powers combined, the treacherous trio are off on an adventure of devastation to conquer Marvel's Earth 199999 and DC's Earth 0 by slaughtering all the heroes and villains and bringing balance to the multiverse. Witness the thrill of Ranting Monkey giving Superman an uppercut. Cheer as SDA wipes the floor with Black Widow. And cringe as Scribelight yells Martha at Batman. Marvel Studios and Warner Brothers presents Crisis on 2 franchises. The Death of the Cash Cows.
I love the Martha thing there. That was fun. That was awesome.
What did you say?
Martha. Why are you saying that name?
Martha. Sanguine requested an ad just giving me the name of the product and leaving it up to me, and that is NanoSlim. NanoSlim. I'm also going to hell for this one, probably. Is your au pair shaped like a pear? Does your babysitter have too much baby fat? Then you need NanoSlim, the diet pill for nannies. Medically formulated to be most effective on paid childcare workers, NanoSlim works to enhance the calorie-burning exertions brought on by chasing and tending to your rugrats every day. If you don't see a significant change in your nanny within 18 weeks, then you're doing it wrong. NanoSlim, a weight loss supplement for nannies from Sanguine Pharmaceuticals.
I know I'm going to go to hell for this, but that fat bitch earlier needed some of that. Cryptic, thank you. What's worse than waking up at a party and finding a penis drawn on your face? Finding out it was traced. If somebody traced their dick on my face, they would, yeah. That I would end them.
Let's see. So Tall Person just said any ad, just random. So I went to so a lot of my ads are strangely enough coinciding with the stories we read tonight, and this was also sort of accidental. But I looked up a random product on Amazon.com, and this is what I came up with. Have you ever wanted to be part of the Hollywood hype, yearning to make your mark on a universe of stars? Now you can with Tall Person brand smartphone sex scandal shells. You can impress your friends and coworkers with these unique smartphone covers featuring the leering faces of such celebrities as Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Bill Cosby, and Jeremy Piven. Everyone will be talking as you aim your phone's camera at them, while the custom covers make sure the lens becomes the eye of the famous beholder, if you know what we mean. Sex Scandal Phone Shells by Tall Person. Inappropriate innuendo has never been more fashionable.
Okay.
And this is the one that I had the hardest time with because I didn't know what to do with it. But there you go. P-Dog Knight asked for Deep Web Crack. Do you want to get so high that you go totes deep into the bowels of the intertubes? Then you need to start smoking Deep Web Crack. From the makers of Calendar cigarettes, Deep Web Crack makes Kiwi Farm look like a chicken coop. And I have no idea what that means, because here in the deep web, nothing is as it seems, and is twice as illegal. And if you smoke deep web crack long enough, then everything will start looking like it belongs on the deep web, from Yahoo to Tumblr to your own lawyer dog. Dog, deep web crack. Prepare to go deep.
Go deep. Get high.
I don't. That's the best I could come up with. One.
Oh, it was good.
I got 3 left. 3 left.
Okay.
And the cops are coming for me. I hear these sirens in the background. Okay. PC Robot then said the second ad, because they requested 3, would be and this is the one I'm going to hell for, a coat hanger abortion clinic.
Oh, yeah.
We all know that in life, accidents happen. That's why the good people at Wire Hook Clinics care about the comfort and confidentiality of their clients. So don't worry. If you've been raped, we'll give you a scrape. If the condom breaks, we've got the rake. Using only the fineless in stainless steel, made in America, we'll make sure no bun stays in your oven for long. The Wire Hook Clinics. God, you can take our yank to the bank.
Oh my God.
I thought that up and I was like, I am fucking going to hell.
That was horrible, but it was so beautiful.
All right, 2 more. 2 more, almost done. I swear to God. All right.
I just thought of a great line for that. Don't let pregnancy be your hang up.
Oh, that's even better. I should have thought of that. God damn.
No, yours was better. It was funnier.
Snubberth requested SDA versus Scribes drama reaching a boiling point, and a Lords of the Night civil war ensues. Snubberth, also, you paid an extra $10, I think, in order to cover PC Robot's deal, but PC Robot eventually paid for their own ad. So if you want another ad, you paid for 2 technically. So let me know either in chat, or you're probably better off tweeting me at some point if I don't see it here. But anyway, a true tale of tales. When SDA accepts money for Scribelight's story of plunging adventure, the stage is set for a battle that will test the limits of the American justice system. From the makers of Paw and Order and Paw and Order Special Kittens Unit comes the greatest legal thriller since John Grisham's The Firm, starring Scribelight as the author, Some Dumb American as the Moocher, Weebo Jones as the Catalyst, P-Dog Knight as the Lawyer Dog, and Ranting Monkey as the Simian caught in the middle. Snubberth Studios presents Tort, a story of plotline piracy. Yeah, fuck that up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lawyer Dog.
Lawyer Dog. I love Lawyer Dog.
Lawyer Dog should be like our mascot.
Yes.
I was thinking, I remember suggesting there should be like a turtle mascot way back when, but maybe a Lawyer Dog should be the mascot. Okay, and lastly, PC Robot.
After some of these ads, we might need Lawyer Dog.
We might need Lawyer Dog, yeah. PC Robot's third and final request was a lesbian dating site for men. I don't know if I'm going to hell for this, but it's silly. Guys, have you climbed all the mountains, run with the bulls, conquered the trails, and wrestled with alligators? Are you looking for a real challenge? Then how about trying to romance someone whose sexuality is diametrically opposed to yours? Well, now you can at Skating Uphill, the new dating app for guys looking to humiliate themselves before diehard lesbians. Test the limits of futility as you look for a match that is totally not into you, and then spend good money as you stroke your own ego, thinking you can straighten them out. Skating Uphill. Dating has never been this tragic.
Skating Uphill.
Skating Uphill.
Well done.
And that's it. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Hope you enjoyed them. For those of you, and Snubberth, like I say, let me know one way or the other if you're on here tonight, or tweet me and we'll figure something out.
Jacob Jet says, Scribelight Ranting Monkey, I thought Weebo was your mascot.
I don't... Is Weebo our mascot?
I don't know if that was ever...
Did you say that at some point?
Ever a thing. Lawyer Dog's a mascot for now.
Oh, should Jinx be lawyer dog?
Oh, you should send him to dog law school.
You got to get Jinx like a 3-piece suit, and you should get Jinx to hold up his paw, and then like Photoshop a suit on him, and then have him be the one that's yelling at Count Dankula. He is Count Dankula.
What I really want though, I want an R2D2 sweater for him so that he can be R2 dog too.
Oh, those are cute. I've seen those.
Aren't they cute? Like, I just really want to be able to post a picture.
They also make dresses like that for women, and those are cute too. Zenith, John Grisham wrote Christmas with the Cranks. Just let that sit in. Yeah.
Oh, God, did he? Jesus, I'm sorry for John Grisham.
Scribbles, have you ever thought of like pitching stories to Hollywood?
What, me and the million other people doing it every day?
Yeah, but you actually have good ideas. I mean, many of your movies I would watch.
Blackjack, Vengeance on 105th Street. Blackjack.
I would watch that shit.
No, truth be told, I'd never even thought about. This is one of my problems. To get serious for a second, this is one of my problems as sort of a writer. I have a really hard time self-generating ideas. A lot of the things that I end up writing, either short stories or otherwise, only get inspired by like outside sources. So like when I was in my LARP game for the vampire deal, I would write tons of stories about the vampire characters and that setting and all that stuff. But I'm just sitting at my computer looking at a blank page. It's really difficult for me to just sort of spontaneously generate ideas. So when people give me ad deals, it sort of gives me an anchor that my imagination can build off of. And that's when I come up with this shit. I don't like have it rolling around as a matter of course. So I really appreciate the people that request ads because it gives me something to sort of test my brain with a little bit. But otherwise, no, I don't. What?
Nope said then he would have to sleep with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. I'd have to suck off Harvey Weinstein if I wanted one of my ideas to get a treatment.
You know, it's interesting how different people's creativity works because obviously, like for me, it's nothing but just ideas, and it's kind of annoying sometimes because you're like, can we just finish the one idea? But with drawing, I'm kind of like you are. I can draw really realistic stuff, and I'm really good at it. But if you were like, all right, draw a cat, I'd be like, no, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, the ones I enjoy more, well, not necessarily more, I guess, but the one today from Sanguine. That was like nano slim. Just here's the name of something. Come up with what it is. Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Or trying to come up with as many puns as I can. Deus Expo and Blackjack and all those other crazy things. I mean, I enjoy finding ways to make those fun and interesting. Some of the movie ideas that have come out of some of the things people have requested. Yeah, I'm like, that would be a really cool movie if somebody could do it. But then I'm like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I mean, usually if you're going to pitch an idea to somebody, you need a script or something. And I just have, 2 paragraphs where I've got elevator pitches. That's about that's all I come up with.
Guys, if you'd like your own ad, donations for those are taken on Scribes Night for $10 or more. He will make you a personalized ad. They get read the next night or the night after that, depending on the time he has, because he needs time to write them. So the next opportunity for that will be Friday. If you'd like your own ad, make sure you stop by and toss some shekels at him.
All right,
I made a video today.
What did you do today, Monkey?
Oh, nothing too crazy.
We talked about it last night. Somebody pointed out that on the Andy Worski stream, I Think I'm Real had dropped a comment on there, and give me a second to find it because I want to make sure I'm reading it properly. I don't want to take anything out of.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna be okay.
But the comment was one that really bothered me, and the longer I thought about it, the more it just pissed me off. And then I responded to the comment, and I will read that here in a second too. As soon as I get to him, damn computer running slow. Anyway, so I made a video about that, and we'll talk about it here in a second. I should have had this set up. I apologize, guys. But remember, we almost didn't have a stream, so thank you, Alpha Omega. Hey, guys, keep doing what you do. I enjoy it. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I mean, I would be talking to these two guys anyway, but you guys coming and watching is what makes it so much fun for me.
Ouch.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's the sign on here? What? There it is. Okay, the comment said, no bullshit is a vapid, spineless, manipulative, professional victim. He is a cancer festering on the face of conservatism. I want him chased off the platform and laughed out of every room he walks into. Now, I don't have a problem with most of what was said there. It's that I want him chased off the platform part that bothers me. As you guys are well aware, I'm a free speech kind of guy. Unless somebody is breaking the law, I think they should be allowed to say whatever the fuck they want to. Mm-hmm. I have talked to Real, and he has said that, and he said this in a comment that he posted on my video. What the way he sees that is, he wants no bullshit to be treated the way that Steve Shives or Riley Dennis is, which is fine. I mean, I don't need people that I like, that I don't need all my friends to get along. But that's not what he said. And the way he said that and some of his other behavior lately has me questioning things. My response on his comment was, and you have the nerve to say others act like SJWs. Real, you need to get a check on that ego before it bites you in the ass. To which he replied, ranting monkey, I'm good, boss. And that's when I decided, yeah, I'm making this fucking video. I like Real. I really do. I've enjoyed him when he's been on the show. He's always been a great guest. I've talked to him very little offline or off stream, and it's always been amicable. He's a decent guy. He's a smart guy, but he seems a bit hyperbolic lately, which we're all prone to do. But there's lines you don't cross with me, and one of them is talking about deplatforming someone. I have a problem with that. I got a lot of comments from people who thought I was too harsh on Real, who thought I was just doing this because this was about no bullshit. I don't give a fuck that it's about no bullshit. And if you don't remember, I made a video defending Chrisiosity against Sargon, for fuck's sake. So while you can look at this and oh, he's friend, it wouldn't have mattered. He could have made this about fucking Steve Shives, and I would have said the same fucking thing. Thank you, P-Dog. And I ran so far away. I ran all night and day. I'm not singing that. I know what you're doing to me. I'm not singing that, but thank you for the donation. Now he has since come out. I woke up to see that he has made an apology on Twitter saying that I called him out, and rightly so, which is not an easy thing to do, guys. If you've ever publicly made an ass out of yourself and had to apologize for it, it's not easy. It's really, really not. I don't know that I have much more to say about it other than this wasn't personal. The only personal part of it is I probably was nicer to him than I would have been to most people in this situation, because I wasn't looking to start a fucking fight. I was just looking to tell a friend, hey, you're being an ass, and hopefully have them see that. Where it goes from there, I don't know. I still like Real, and I'll talk to him anytime I can. People make mistakes. We've all done it. And I guess that's all I have to say on that. But it does lead me to my deep topic for the night. Unless you guys have anything you wanted to comment on the video itself?
Nah.
Yeah, the only thing is, out of his comment, the only thing that I had any quote-unquote problem with was the demand that he be deplatformed. And maybe that was just being hyperbolic, but like you, it's like, short of someone doing something that is criminal in a speech fashion, nobody should be prevented from saying whatever the hell they want in public, or in the case of YouTube, relatively public forums. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the fact that, like I said, the fact that he sort of stopped, took a step back and said, okay, that was a bridge too far, his opinion of no bullshit is whatever, but advocating for deplatforming is, no, let's not do that.
Hey, before we get into deep topic time, which is going to be concerning this, I did want to say a lot of people brought up to me that in the Worski stream yesterday, when Jeff Holiday jumped on, he actually made the comment that he was proud of chasing Rage off the platform, Rage After Storm. A lot of people had a problem with that, and to be honest, so did I. And Jeff has released a video on his second channel, which I believe is Jeff Holiday 2 Electric Boogaloo, concerning it. I still haven't watched it, but that's there for anybody who was wondering.
Yeah, I didn't know he said that. I would have an issue with that as well.
Yeah, I understand not being sorry she's gone because of the horrible shit she started saying, but saying you're proud to have chased her off is a little it's that bridge too far you just mentioned. Pride, I don't think is the right word there. Anyway, because of all of this, and this happens anytime that I don't want to say gone after, anytime I've made a video about somebody that would be in our community, I get people who make comments about how much they absolutely hate that person, which is fine. I mean, if you hate them, that's fine. But I make my videos about very specific things, like the Sargon one. I don't hate Sargon. He reported Christy Winters for a tweet, or not Christy, Christiosity for a tweet, and ended up getting her banned for a few days. And that was my problem. I don't hate him in general. And I've seen this a lot of times. Anytime there's a little bit of infighting within a community, you get people who want to make it a bigger drama than it needs to be. I saw Cog had a video or a live stream this morning, Cognitive Thought, where he's talking about the difference between drama and criticism. And here's the line I see. Criticism can be, I took a couple of little cheap shots at Real in my video. I compared him to Steve Shives and a little bit of things there done for jokes and stuff. And when he responded to me in the comments there, he called me an old man. That kind of shit, that's fine. That's just a little bit of back and forth. But when you start making it personal, that's when it becomes drama, in my opinion. If it's just two people having a disagreement, even if it's an argument, it's just an argument. But once it starts getting personal and people start taking sides and talking about how much they hate people, that to me is the difference between drama and criticism. And real quick, I'm going to read the super chat, and then I was wondering what you guys thought about that. Cryptic, thank you. 3 words to ruin a man's ego. Is it in?
No.
I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Have you played the new Assassin's Creed?
So what do you guys think is the defining issue between drama and just criticism? And is there a difference?
Well, criticism can lead to drama depending on how the people act. I mean, I don't think that the difference really matters, because people can turn criticism into drama. So I guess maybe it does matter. I don't know. I mean, like you said, I think drama is pretty personal. Whereas criticism is just, yo, you said something fucking dumb. And drama's like, yo, I cheated on your wife with your something, whatever. I don't know why you're cheating on somebody else's wife, but that's what happened, and I think that's drama.
That's actually a good thing. I was watching some of the reaction to the whole Jacqueline Glenn social repose thing.
And
it is amazing. It is amazing how many people have taken it personal that he cheated on her. Like they have a personal stake in their relationship. I mean, these are people who just a month ago were defending social repose against, well, maybe a couple months ago, against Onision, making these very charges against the guy. And suddenly
a bunch of people owe Onision an apology.
True story. But for me, the reason I bring this up is because I do think there's a difference between criticism and drama. And I think one can be helpful and one is just a shit show. And I would point to the no bullshit thing as an example. I don't know if you guys watched Batning's video. It is a 40-minute video basically about how much he hates no bullshit.
Yeah, I watched part of it, and I think I stopped because I was like, is there a point?
Yeah, it just came off as to me, it came off as a very personal attack. It wasn't, this is what he's doing wrong. It's, oh, this guy's an asshole, and here's kind of an example. And see, he's a fucking asshole. Here's kind of another example. Scribbles, what say you?
Well, the dividing line for me, like in the stuff that I do and in life in general, is you argue the point and not the person. The only time that you bring up the person, and this is basically my rule for my videos, is if they make themselves part of their argument. I'm not doing ad hominem comments about somebody that have nothing to do with what they're saying. Is just that. It's pointless, and all it is just to try to take that person down on a personal level, like you say. If they use themselves as the example, if they stand on the credibility of their certifications or their credentials or something and making their argument, then as far as I'm concerned, all of that is fair game. But if they're just putting their idea out there, as far as being a professional critic, let's say, that's the boundaries on which you are left to operate. So yeah, if you cross over in that and just say nasty things to say nasty things, then that's drama. Criticism is you have to stick to the content of what you are looking at, and not, unless I mean, some people can be very creative in how they make relevant things that wouldn't appear to be relevant in the moment. If you can draw like things, if someone has said something in the past that obviously contradicts something they're saying in the moment or something else, sure, that's fair game as well. But again, argue the point and not the person, and 9 times out of 10, you'll be on the right side of the argument, let's say.
Well, there are points that Batning made in his video that they're valid. There's and this, I'm not talking behind anybody's back. I'll tell you flat out. I told this to no bullshit. Me and him had a discussion about it. One of the issues he brought up is that in a stream, no bullshit said that it's cowardly to block somebody and then talk about them. And then Batning showed no bullshit doing exactly that. And if you concentrate on that, look, this is where he did it. Even if you throw in like, this is where the asshole did it, that's fine. But so much of that video was just fluff of personal attack.
Right. And that's, yeah.
And I'm not tooting my own horn here, but if you look at my video, even like I said, I called him Steve Shives, which is probably low, but the points I made, that was the gist of the video. That was the main argument. And if he was going to respond, that would be what the response was too, because you can't lay out this ability for somebody to go, oh, you just threw out ad homs the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you destroy the whole argument. If you look at what happened, any credible arguments that Batning may have had have been completely lost. It all turned into everybody telling each other who they hate. And I don't think anything productive came from that.
Nope.
And the other point I wanted to make is if you do hate somebody and you see somebody make a video about them, like I did about Real here, don't take that opportunity to turn that into your fight.
Right.
If you have an issue with that person, take it up with them. Don't wait until somebody else says something kind of bad about them. BG, love the I think I'm Shives joke. You know what? I actually laughed at that one myself. It's one of the few times I laughed at myself during that video.
That was clever.
I really do like Real, and I will be honest with you. If I fucked up like that, I hope somebody, and I have friends I know would do it. I hope somebody would bluntly kick my ass over it. I really do.
You know I'd jump down your fucking throat.
Whoa.
There have been times Irate Bear has sent me DMs and gone, dude, you're going too far. And I'm like, ooh, yep, you're right. Yeah, I am. I'll admit I fuck up. Everybody fucks up. There's nothing wrong with fucking up. It's when you can't own up to it, which
Right.
he did, and to his credit, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for everybody who doesn't like him, that's your business. I genuinely like the guy. Somebody actually got mad at me for saying that I liked him. Like,
God forbid.
I don't even hate Steve Shives, for fuck's sake. I think he's an idiot, but I don't hate the guy. And if anybody does doubt that I was nicer to him than anybody else, watch my Danny Quartz video and then watch my video on Reel. You'll see what happens when I think somebody's actually a dickhead. Yeah, but this all started over. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I don't know who you're friends with, so I don't know if this happens to you, but I have gotten people sending me DMs asking me why I'm friends with certain people. And I'm friends with people because I like them. That doesn't mean I support everything they've ever done. Just because you don't see me rip into somebody doesn't mean it doesn't happen behind the scenes. I'm pretty blunt with my friends. Ask anyone. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. But if you don't like who my friends are, I don't give a fuck. If you think there's something I missed that might change my mind, sure, bring that up. But if it's just, hey, why do you like this asshole? I'm an asshole. Fuck off. Sanguine, thank you. Evening all. Here's money before my commute home. I'd call you a cunt and tell you why I did so. I hope you would, Sanguine. I really do. And I hope you would put it that bluntly, because I'm a blunt person and I respond best to that.
Monkey likes blunts.
Monkey likes the blunts because I'm lowbrow.
That's right.
That's all I had on that subject. I do think there is a difference between drama and criticism, and I think it's fair to bring it up. I do think people are too quick to yell drama.
Mm-hmm.
This video could have led to drama, but the video itself wasn't. It was a critique of somebody I thought was fucking up. And one of the things I do want to address this. There was somebody on Twitter. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember their name. But they're mad because apparently they brought this issue up to Hi, I Think I'm Real last night, and Real blew him off. And then he said, but as soon as a bigger YouTuber says something, you cave in or something like that. I'm like, dude, did you read this morning? Hi, I Think I'm Real was not at all pleased with this when he first saw it. It's not like he just went, oh, Ranting Monkey said this, so it must be true.
You know what, though? I feel like most people, though, like, would just bask in your glory and would take anything that you said to be true.
Oh, if only that were true.
Oh, if only, right?
Oh,
no, like it took some smacking down, because a lot of people also went after Real agreeing with him. Or agreeing with you, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
They were yelling at him, going, I agree with you, fuck off. I'm just kidding. All right.
No,
I can't English today. But
I actually feel a little bad about some of the shit that was said in the comments of my video. Some of that shit is just fucking harsh. Again, valid criticism is fine, but some of that shit is fucking brutal.
Oh, we have breaking news. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
This is actually really extreme. So imagine for a moment, if you will, an entire movie already being filmed, edited, ready to go at a film festival. Okay, it's got big name stars, big name director, big name subject matter, and the lead actor is being pulled out of the movie and recast.
Kevin Spacey?
Yep. Kevin Spacey has been cut from the Ridley Scott movie, All the Money in the World, about John Paul Getty and the kidnapping thereof. He'll be replaced by Christopher Plummer, and even though the movie is done and was ready to be released at a film festival, which it was not because of the scandal, it's still set to be released on December 22nd, which means they're going to have to somehow refilm all of Spacey's stuff with the other actor and edit it all into the movie to have it ready for release on the same date as the original, which is insane. But that is what's happening.
No way.
I think Kevin Spacey's career is done. Like done.
Yeah, it is.
If there was any question before, this is holy shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you,
Anyway,
Chatmore. The main difference between drama and criticism is whether or not the person choosing the label agrees with the criticism or not. Yeah, I see your point there, but I think you can make valid criticism and have people chant drama and it's still criticism.
Yeah.
I've seen that a few times where people, like, look, you fucked up here, and the person overreacts to it. I mean, judging by what we saw this morning, that could have really happened here. But seriously, I know I ripped on Real a little bit last night and in my video, but I'm impressed with him just coming out and going, you know what, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I've had to do that before. It is not easy. It is a humbling experience.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump to the bathroom real quick.
Sure.
Jump to the bathroom. Don't fall in.
She could just walk.
The other thing too, and this is not meant to be an insult or anything else, but a lot of I didn't learn how to be an adult. Well, okay, I take it back. I still don't know how to be an adult, but I didn't learn how to be more of an adult as I am now. Back when I was like Real is like what, is early 20s?
20s, yeah.
Yeah, and this isn't an excuse or anything, but it is a learning experience. You have to meter yourself. You have to stop and be able to say, am I operating with a modicum of calm in what I'm doing? Am I acting out of emotion? Am I, overstepping or something else? And so, the fact that he looked back and said, I crossed the line with that one comment. I mean, everything else he said about the guy, hey, you have the opinion about the guy, that's legit,
Yep,
whatever,
yep,
it's your interpretation. Calling for him to be silenced, no, that is at least so far as I know, that is a ethical contradiction to what Real has stated about freedom of speech in the past. And it also is counterintuitive to what the community does and what we intend to do. So, but yeah, so he's learned a lesson, hopefully, and in the future, he'll meter his reactions to things with a bit more perspective, let's say.
The Cozy Comfortable Poetry Channel says, I like Real, but he's still young and learning. This is something that happens sometimes when you're my age and you're talking about younger people. Some people get offended. I had this happen. I don't remember who it was. I made a video about, and I mentioned age, and people lost their fucking mind. Oh, you just think you're better because you're old. No. Let me explain where wisdom comes from.
Yeah.
Wisdom comes from making a complete fucking ass of yourself and learning the lesson from it.
Yep.
Very few people get to do that when they're young. Like, you don't learn that in your teens because you're too busy being an angsty teen. You become an adult and you start realizing, or that's when the experiences start kicking your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And I did this. I said this to Real, I made this video about Real because I like the guy. I don't want to see him become, for lack of a better phrasings, what he hates. He makes this video series, right-wing SJWs, and it's actually a really good series. And even though I was giving him shit about the Tara McCarthy one, he makes really good points in that video. They just kind of contradicted what he said here.
Yeah.
You have to learn from your mistakes. It's very rare to learn from success.
Yeah, there's a difference between intelligence and wisdom. Wisdom is the productive application of past experience. And if you don't have the experience, you can't apply it. This is how you have to learn. And, and things like this will make or break someone as they develop into a productive, mature, rational human being, hopefully. If you always side on your reflexive emotions without thinking first, or think that somehow you exist on a plane that is higher and above others, not on the basis of age or anything else, but just because you're smarter, better than everybody else, or your ideas are the perfect ones, you're not going to get very far. And so, yeah, it's not an insult to say he's young. I was young once, long time ago, and I made horrible, horrible mistakes. And I learned from them, and that's what you have to do. It's one thing to make mistakes in life. It is a personal failing, in my opinion, if you don't stop, reflect on what happened, why it happened, how much of the fault of this situation is you as compared to someone else, because it's almost never all one person's fault. You usually have some, blame in the situation, and being able to reflect on that for the future and apply that. If you do, fool me once, shame on you, that whole thing. So
real quick, chat, this is your time. If you want to ask questions, throw comments, do that now.
I'm babbling, sorry.
No, you're not. It's important, because I remember being a young kid. I remember being his age, and somebody older than me pulling the age card and being like, fuck you. And now that I'm at that point, I'm like, yeah, I get it. I was wrong. I was an arrogant jackass.
Yeah. I remember.
There's nothing.
Sorry.
Real quick, there's nothing wrong with mistakes. It's learning to admit them and learn from them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, the one time that I was too smart for my dad's own good, short version, very, very short version, is a bigger story to this, but I brought a girl home one night. And it was in the middle of the night, and I was still living at home at the time. And she left really early in the morning, but my dad caught her leaving and started grilling me about it. And he knew that this girl was involved with somebody else. I was the bad guy in this situation. And this was the first time I'd ever done anything like that before. And it's a long story. I was told things about polyamory and that it was okay with the other guy that weren't true. It's a long, long story. I might have told this before. But anyway, so he starts yelling and screaming at me about, how, this is how stupid I was, and you shouldn't do this, and yada, yada, yada. And I looked at him, I said, Dad, you're probably absolutely right, but I won't know until I find out for myself. And that stopped him in his tracks. He's still frustrated. He was like, whatever. Because it's like, it's true. It's like I can watch all the episodes of Jerry Springer and see all the stupid things people do and look at that as an observer and say, boy, those people are stupid. And then a week later, I could be doing the exact same thing because I don't know any better. So, yeah.
One of my favorite quotes, and I've never been able to remember it exactly, but it's to the effect of, it's what I learned after I knew everything that counts.
Right.
And for you youngins, you'll get that in a few years. You'll understand it.
Yeah.
Because when you're young, you really do. You think you know fucking everything.
You'll understand if you make a conscious effort to be self-reflective when things go wrong. That's the one thing that's the one biggest favor you can do for yourself in life. When things go badly, stop, think about how you got there, and don't excuse the possibility that you may be to blame.
Well, we both said a moment ago. Let me find the exact. The key to making less mistakes, I find, is taking your time to react and approaching from a place lacking in extreme emotion, cold and calculated, essentially.
Stoicism.
Yeah. For the most part, that's true. Anytime I get really pissed off about something, I give myself a day. One, emotion is never a good. Negative emotion is never a good thing to react on. So yeah, give yourself a day and see if it's still as meaningful to you. See if you can't go, oh yeah, that's where I fucked up, because chances are you yes, there is the 1 in a million chance you did nothing wrong. It happens, but the old saying, it takes two to tango, is not necessarily wrong. Sorry guys, if we're missing chat here. BG Ranting Monkey talking about mistakes. What is the biggest one you've made? God, I've made a lot of big mistakes. But see, here's the other problem. I try not to dwell on my mistakes, because they are learning situations. So I don't know if I can do biggest. I would say in life, I should have stayed with school. I should have went to college.
I should have done running start. I always say that in my job interviews, like, what's your one biggest mistake? I said, I wish I had done running start while I was in high school. I had the chops to jump ahead because, not to stroke anybody's ego or anything, but I was a bit more beyond some of the material that the public school system was giving me at the time. Could have saved myself and my family a lot of money if I'd gotten those college credits while I was going to high school, but didn't do it. So, you know.
Zenith says Ranting Monkey's biggest mistake was being too perfect.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah,
no,
Monkey's perfect.
I have this theory on life that I've made a lot of mistakes, and I take this same approach towards the tragedies of my life. Everything I've done has got me to where I am right now, and if I'm not happy where I am now, I need to change it now. Dwelling, yeah, you need to learn from your mistakes, but you don't need to dwell on them. You don't need to sit there and just beat yourself up over them.
Yeah,
learn and then move on.
I've met a lot of people who are like, and this sounds sappy Hallmark, but it has happened more than once where, you know, I've gotten close to someone either as a friend or in a romantic relationship, and they've said something like, you know, I'm not a very good person, because they're sort of dwelling on whatever the hell happened in their past. And I look at them and I say, hey, whatever happened to you, good or bad in the past, made you who you are, and I like who you are, so whatever. You know, it really all comes down to, it's like you're either going to let the things that have happened in your past that are bad make you or break you. You know, if you choose to use those as anchors to keep you weighed down, they'll do exactly that. And I'm not speaking from some position of sainthood here. I'm not. I've got my own sort of anchors that I still have to deal with for various reasons. But you know, you just got to get up every day and keep moving and do the best you can to be the best you can. And as long as you're trying, you're not giving up. That's all there is to it. Brian
Powell wants to know if that was the same girl from the plunger story.
No, that's a different situation. Let's see. Scott McGinnis wants to subscribe. May please have that Kevin Spacey art. Are we talking about the one I just talked about? There you go. And I was mistaken. Kevin Spacey wasn't the star of that movie, but he was playing a character that was integral to the plot. He's just one of the big names in the movie. So yeah, they've got 6 weeks to film all of the scenes with the new actor and the other actors and go through the post-production process and insert it into the film, which is already done, by the way. It was in the can. They were going to show it at a film festival. If it comes out when it's supposed to come out, I'll be amazed first and foremost. If it's any good after all that crap, I'll be even more amazed.
Bloodwing wants to know why Fruit Loops make your poop green. Why not rainbow colored?
Well, the dye is all mixed together, and that's what you get when you mix all those rainbow colors with brown.
There you go.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got here. What's the most petty thing you could never forgive someone for doing?
Never the most petty thing?
Petty? Petty I forgive pretty easy.
Yeah, petty's really hard to not forgive unless you're a completely shallow person, I suppose. You know, maybe manslaughter.
Zenith, Kevin Spacey being booted is one thing, but to be replaced by Christopher fucking Plummer?
Well, the character is John Paul Getty's grandfather. So Christopher Plummer is an old man playing an old man. I mean, Kevin Spacey had to wear a whole bunch of prosthetics and stuff to make him look much older than he was. So it actually isn't a bad casting, honestly.
Adrian Bloom asks, SDA, Ranting Monkey, and Scribe, are you a mistake or planned? I was a horrific mistake.
I was a surprise. My parents tried to have children for several years, and they thought they couldn't. They went through like 3 different miscarriages, and then all of a sudden one day, pop, I suddenly appeared, and they're like, oh, okay. And then about a year later, my sister showed up, and they're like, oh, we should get our tubes tied.
Bortmere Bear says, wanted to say thank you for the streams. Been lurking since the beginning and have enjoyed every one. Glad I have started interacting with chat. We have the best audience. Yeah, absolutely. Get in there, interact. They're great people. And thank you so much for the donation, and thank you for watching. Stargazer Nuts wants to know why I cheated on No BS with Irate Bear. Okay. Yeah, I should have addressed that during YouTube time. Did you guys see his apology video?
No. What did you do?
I didn't do shit. His apology video was just it was all done in a mocking tone instead of being and taking it at all serious, which is no bullshit style. But when I watched, I was just hoping at the end he would go, okay, in all seriousness, I am sorry that I suggested Bunty might have in any way doxed me. That's not what I meant to say. But he didn't. But he did throw in there that I cheated on him with Irate Bear. It was just a throwaway line. I don't fucking know. Oh, man. Where are we at here? Yeah, he didn't do himself. And I told it because he commented on my video saying, delete this comment because I obviously don't deserve to speak. And I told him, I said, I love you, but you're an ass. Because he is. And that's part of his charm. If you like him, it's probably because he's an ass. And that's not to say he doesn't do some good video or does good videos when he's going after SJWs and stuff. I like his videos. I really do. Okay. My youngest daughter was born 2 years after my wife had her tubes tied. Damn. Bloodwing, that had to be a big ass surprise.
That was a strong sperm there.
You ever see the Scrubs episode where Dr. Cox gets a vasectomy, then has it reversed, and then has another one?
I've seen 2 episodes of Scrubs in my entire life.
Oh my god, dude, that's such a great series.
I know.
Later, his wife ends up pregnant, and to punish the doctor who did the vasectomy, he ties him up and has the Ted's quartet sing to him, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. But they never finish it. That's all they do. Yeah, and if that happened to me, that's what I would think about torture like that.
Stargazer nuts. It's pronounced Knights, Ranting Monkey.
Oh, nice. I'm so sorry.
Stargazer nuts.
Stargazer nuts. I'm so sorry. Nice. Oh. Monkey cheat on no bullshit with me next. I didn't cheat on anybody.
Sons of American ass best shape for a penis. Dragon.
Figure 8.
No. Infinity and beyond.
Did you say dragon?
Yeah, those dragon dildos. You ever see all those things?
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. The best shape? I don't know if that's the best shape. Whatever. I think mine's pretty good. That's just me, though.
Wasn't that an episode of The Office, though? No, it was Scrubs.
Not that The Office could have, stolen a plot line or two.
Stargazer nuts. I am so... Now everybody's saying it. I am so fucking sorry.
The Cozy Comfortable Poetry Channel says, I wish I could have another baby. Well, there's always kidnapping.
Yeah, works for some people.
Yeah. I mean, just go to the maternity ward or whatever at the hospital. They got plenty of babies. They got extra babies. They're just sick with babies. You just get plenty of them. Just pick one up.
Will you talk about the movie The Rock starring Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery someday soon? Asking you and me. Maybe. This is gonna get me in trouble. I still haven't seen that movie.
You haven't seen The Rock?
Nope.
What the fuck? Okay, we definitely have to do that one for one of our movies. In fact, did you want to do one this weekend or?
Yeah. We need to pick a movie.
Yeah, you do, because it's going to be on your channel.
Thank you, Snowstorm. Well, Scribe likes Bad Dragon. Renting Monkey, did you love Dr. Cox on Scrubs as much as I did? I do. I'm a very blunt person, and I prefer the people I'm talking to be very blunt.
Oh God. Weibo says, will you guys cover The Room? Have you ever seen The Room?
I haven't, but did you see the movie coming out about him?
Yeah, it's it is a thing to behold. It's true. I don't even know if I need to see a movie about the making of the movie, because the movie itself is just incredible. But I don't know that I could try to review that movie any better than so many others already have, honestly.
No, we need a good movie to talk about.
Well, you're gonna have to pick something I already have, because I
we don't have time to pick anything up.
I gotta like catalog the ones I have and like give you a list so we can see if there's anything we both possess.
Uh, Jordan says the best part about Scrubs is that I liked all the characters. Yeah, it's hard not to like pretty much everyone in the show. Even Dr. Kelso, who's a dick most of the time. The beauty of Scrubs, and it really starts in season 3. Season 1 and 2 are great. They are, but is the way they mix drama with comedy, and they do it so seamlessly. This is obviously a sitcom kind of television show, but they mix the drama part. The season 5 where Dr. Cox loses the patients, that floors me every time I watch. I will specifically pick that episode out and watch it just because of how fucking good it was.
The Shield. You need to watch The Shield.
I will. On my list.
God. Best TV show ever. I did finish the first season of Ozark on Netflix.
How's that?
Well, it's I think unabashedly a Breaking Bad-ish type deal. But it's really good, and Jason Bateman is not someone I would have imagined as a dramatic actor, but he's a really good. It's a really good series. I'd recommend it.
Thank you, Cryptic. What's the square root of 69? 8 something.
Wah, wah.
What about Serenity? The
The movie? It's okay. I mean,
I didn't like the movie.
Yeah, the movie was eh. It was kind of a weak capper to Firefly. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and one, it didn't play on the entire, or it changed some of the lore of the movie or the show. And I understand why they had to do that. They had to do it to explain it to people, but I prefer the show, absolutely.
Scribe, are you still planning on doing the Stranger Things stream? Maybe. We'll see if I feel like it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. Adrian Blom, Scribe, Ranting Monkey, Luther is better. I just watched the entire run of Luther, at least available thus far on Netflix. And it gets a little cartoonish in places, but it's a really fun show to watch. It's Idris Elba in sort of a noirish, mystery show. It's very short seasons, like 4 episodes is a series. It's very British. The best sort of British series, as far as I'm concerned, that I always liked was Cracker. Not the connotation that it means in America. The first and second seasons of Robbie Coltrane are absolutely mesmerizing. Robbie Coltrane is just amazing as Fitz. Speaking of Flair Fritz, but Eddie Fitzgerald, he's just, it's so good. So if you get a copy of the first season of Cracker, give it a shot.
Yeah, by the way, Fritz, I don't remember seeing you yesterday. So happy birthday. We did sing to you. Go back and watch it.
Yes, that's true. We did.
Point Curation asks, what's the best thing your audience can do to improve the community? I don't know that there's anything you can do to improve the community except for be the best part of it that you can be.
Comment thoughtfully and start your own channels.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Good answers.
That's about it. Yeah.
I mean, I've had people come over here from their channels and see our chat, and like, your chat is so nice. And it's true. If you go watch most people in this genre's chat on their live streams, it's just cancer. And sometimes that's me. But you get, the people doing big blocks of crap, and we have great moderators and great people who tune in and watch. It's fucking awesome.
Somebody asked me what my favorite movie is. It's The Lion King officially, but I saw Frozen 7 times in theaters, and I meant it. So take from that what you will.
Frozen has grown on me. Frozen really has. It's still a dumbass story, but I do like it. I won't lie.
Let's see. Uzuki says, have you seen any Sherlock? Yeah, I watched all the Sherlock up until the most recent season, because the end of season or series 4, I think it was, whatever, where he's fighting the other guy who uses his mind palace. Spoiler alert. The fact that Sherlock resorts to actually using violence instead of his mind to defeat his enemy completely ruined the character for me. Because I'm like, no, that means that Sherlock was beaten, because that's not how Sherlock operates. And so that really really took a lot of the wind out of the sails for me to want to see any more of that show, because it's kind of like, I think the writers painted themselves into a corner. But that's just me.
Scrappy asked if we can start doing the channel schedules in the description. Yeah, I need to do that tonight. When I still had it set up where it said every night.
Yeah.
So I changed it to 6 nights a week, and I will put the schedule. For those of you who don't know, Monday, Thursday is SDA, Tuesday, Friday, Scribe, and Wednesday and Saturday is me. And somebody might need to remind me of that.
Yeah, exactly. When Monkey remembers. Hey, Monkey, you know, you're hosting tonight. Oh, yeah, whoops, shit.
Whoops. Well, there have been times where, I mean, that we don't get the stream actually up and going until like 5 minutes till. So I'm just sitting here waiting for somebody to do it. Just waiting. Cody Fry says, every time I see Frozen, I hate it more. Well, that sucks. Part of it's probably because I watch it with my granddaughter and she really loves it. The greatest part is her favorite part of that movie is the ice monster. And she'll actually do, "Don't come back." And she does it in that voice. It's so cute. You can just ask her, "What's the ice monster say?" And she'll go, "Don't come back." Next time she's on, I'll have her do it for you. Guys, we have 5 minutes left. Do we have any upcoming announcements? Me and
random movie stream on Sunday, depending on what Monkey wants to watch.
Yeah. Scrappy Monkey, do you have a Twitter? Yeah, it's in the description. Actually, all of our no, apparently it's not.
Yeah.
Why did it only put that much of it? There should be more of the description there. God damn it. Yeah, it's linked on all of my videos except for this one apparently, and SDA and Scribe's Twitters are right down there if you guys need them.
Other announcements. Tomorrow night's on SDA's channel.
Yep.
And other than that, I don't know.
Do you guys have Gab accounts? I do, but I've never used it.
I do not.
Nah, fam.
I just wanted to show my support for Nazis.
Jawohl.
SDA, you got any streams coming up? Book clubs or anything?
Not actively scheduled, no.
Streams with, Satsu?
Probably this weekend.
Cool. By the way, guys, if you're not watching Satsu 2 Cents, go watch him. Did you guys see his video on the Facebook harassment thing?
No.
It's one of the reasons I love Satsu. There was a controversy that went around because this doctor, I forget where he is, it's not in the States, but this patient came in and after she left, he sent her a Facebook friend request. And the girl's sister went to Facebook and just threw a massive fit about how this was harassment. And Satsu, a lot of people pointed out, a friend request on Facebook is not harassment. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
But Satsu also pointed out, and actually I was typing this in as I was listening to the video. And he actually says it. I'm like, fuck it. Anyway. But he says, this is a special circumstance, though, because this is a doctor using patient information. And that does make it at least creepy, if not harassment.
Okay.
I'm like, yes. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Because if a doctor did that to me, I'd be like, that's inappropriate. Because that's here in the United States, that would actually be a medical ethics violation. That would be a HIPAA issue. But yeah, if you guys aren't watching Satsu, make sure you do, because he does that a lot. He'll look at something that has outraged the community and find that one little thing that goes, but, because in this instance, that's the but. He's a fucking doctor and shouldn't be using that information to make friends on social media. The other thing I want to throw out there is if you got friend Ed, it's friended, but he capitalizes the second E there, or yeah, second E. I linked him on Twitter, a video he did. It is a really good video that is kind of shot like a movie. And if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you do. It's his latest. It's the video he did on the 3rd. I don't have the link ready, or I'd throw it up for you. But check that out. It's actually really good. And on that note, we're coming up on the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and do this. Chat, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for showing up. Mods, thank you for keeping the chat clean for us. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I love our chat. Not just how great you guys are, but how, I know I say the word clean and we get kind of dirty here, but we don't have that big blocks text shit. We don't have, a bunch of spam. And that's because you guys are awesome. It's just another way you're awesome. And thank you for being so. SDA, Scribe, a pleasure as always. Guys, your life makes me sad. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.